Hitter swing and a miss for strike three. First Frontier Chevrolet strikeout of the game for Calla Pierce, and we're through 1.5. White County adds a run, though, with a solo home run, and after 1.5, it is Livingston Academy 6, White County 1. Here, as we get ready to move to the bottom of the second inning, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, W&O Construction, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital, our sponsors here on Overton Events. Coming up tomorrow afternoon, we've got elementary school softball for you as the Lady Wildcats, with a big win last night, 9-1 over Upperman, will be at home against White County as the two junior highs of these two high school programs will play tomorrow night. The very young softball team from Overton County, as the junior Wildcats don't have an eighth grader on the team, and they will play tomorrow night against White County. Then they'll have Jackson County on Thursday night. We'll have a couple of those games coming up for you tomorrow night and Thursday. Now to the bottom of the second, J.C. Collins to lead off for the Lady Wildcats as she'll step in to hit. She walked, scored a run back in the first inning. Collins batting for the second time against Savannah Barr. First pitch going to be at the knees for call strike one on the inside part of the plate. So 0-1 to J.C. Collins.
Stay right there, girl.
As she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-1 pitch. That one bounces in to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Collins. Barr looking in to Coach Jerry Roberts in the dugout. They are 2-7 overall, 1-1 in 7 AAA play. That one on the outside part of the plate for called strike two. Takes the count to 1-2 now to Collins. Livingston leading 6-1 over White County. Lady Wildcats trying to move to 3-1 in the district, trying to drop White County to 1-2. Still a lot of softball to be played, but that one gets away from Barr and misses for ball two. So 2-2 to J.C. Collins. Takes that long walk back to the back part of the pitching circle. Collins steps back in for Livingston. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for strikeout number 2 on the day by Savannah Barr. First out of the second inning going to be a strikeout of J.C. Collins. And now Bailey Hutchinson will bat for the Lady Wildcats. 3-run home run for Hutchinson over the left field wall. Her last at-bat. And she got this offense rolling for Livingston with that 3-run shot. An open stance by Hutchinson with that left foot all the way back on the outside part of the chalk. That pitch misses away and high for ball one. Closes it, though, when the pitcher starts to deliver. And the count 1-0 to Hutchinson. Hutchinson steps back in for the Lady Wildcats. 1-0 delivery. Check swing on the inside pitch to take the count 2-0. 2-0 to Bailey Hutchinson with nobody on and one away here in the bottom of the second. This one going to be hit down the left side. That's fair. Hutchinson rounding first. She'll take a look. She'll go into second standing up with a one-out double by Bailey Hutchinson, her second extra base hit of the game for the Lady Wildcats, and a runner in scoring position now for Kendall Simpson for the Lady Wildcats as Simpson will step in to hit. She singled. Her spot came around to score back in the first inning. Simpson hitting left-handed. First pitch to Simpson. That one going to be on the outside part of the plate for call, strike one. That's a good pitch from Barr. Pretty good speed on it. Tailing away from Simpson. And the count 0-1 to the freshman catcher for Livingston. The 0-1 delivery. That one misses high for ball one. They look Hutchinson back out at second base. Second baseman coming over to cover, but there's not going to be a throw from Finan. I don't think they want to give Livingston any extra bases by doing something like that. So Hutchinson, they just look her back, and she will go back to second. Count evens up at 1-1 to Simpson. That one just misses for ball two. Count goes 2-1 on that pitch tailing away. Simpson stepping back in. 2-1 delivery. This one a little slow roller to second. It'll move the runner. Second baseman up with it. Throw to first in time for out number 2, but it does move Hutchinson down to third base as Burchett will make the flip over to Rust for the out. As it will go 4-3 for out number 2, and now Sabrina Garrett will hit for Livingston with run number 7. 60 feet away down at third base as Garrett to step in for the Lady Wildcats. She walked her last at-bat back in the first inning. Came around and scored a run. First pitch to the junior. This one going to be fouled into the fence for strike one. So 0-1 to Sabrina Garrett. Is Barr and Finan discussing something there after that one bounced back off the fence. Count 0-1 to Garrett. And she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-1 delivery. This one hit to left field. That's going to be trouble. The left fielder coming in will make the catch, though. Pretty good jump on it by Hannah Crawford out in left field as she'll come in and make the catch on the run. So Livingston gets a hit. They strand a runner. We're through 2 complete. Livingston Academy 6, White County 1. We move now to the top of the third inning as due up for White County, Hannah Crawford, Ashlyn Rolander, and Kylie Norvell. Due up for the Warriors. First pitch to Crawford going to be a swing and a miss for strike one to take the count 0-1 now to Crawford. She's the 8 hitter, followed by Rolander hitting the 9 spot, swing and a miss for strike two to Crawford. Take the count 0-2. Then Norvell back to the top of the order for White County. 6-1. Livingston leading over the Warriors. Big first inning for Livingston Academy. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for Strike 3 for out number 1 on the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. Strikeout number 2 by Calla Pierce. Back-to-back strikeouts going back to the second inning as he struck out right to end that second inning. Then a strikeout to begin the third of Crawford. Now Rolander will bat for White County. A little changeup got her swinging that time for the strikeout as Pierce will step back on the pitching rubber. That one just misses for ball 1. So 1-0 to Rolander. A 1-0 pitch. That one misses away for ball 2. So 2-0 to Rolander. 2-0 delivery. Call strike 1 on the outside part of the plate to take the count 2-1 now to the right fielder. As Rolander steps back in. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Trying to golf that one out that time. The count evens up at 2-2 to Rolander. 2-2 delivery. This one hits softly to Swallows at second. It'll take a hop. Swallows picks it up, throws to Gall at first for out number 2. So Abby Swallows, a little tough hop in front of her. She fields it cleanly. We'll throw over to Maddie Gall at first base. A couple of seniors there on the right side of the infield to get that put out for out number 2. And now Kylie Norvell will hit. And she grounded the Swallows to lead off the game there at second base. First pitch to Norvell, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike 1. Little change up around the eyes. She just couldn't lay off of that one. Couldn't make contact, and the count goes 0-1. Norvell scooting up to the very front of the batter's box now, facing Pierce. The 0-1 pitch. This one hitting the air to right field. Right fielder moving to her left, or rather to her right, will make the catch. Is over there to make the play in right field for the Lady Wildcats is Ashton Jenkins on a good play. And for the first time since the first inning, the Lady Warriors go in order on that fly out to Ashton Jenkins, just kind of drifting over to her right to make that catch. She's going to my left, so I guess that had me a little confused. And we're through 2.5. After 2.5, it's Livingston 6, White County 1. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We move now to the bottom of the third inning. As due up for the Lady Wildcats, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Due up for Livingston, Emma Dulworth will lead off. She'll be followed by Maddie Gall, then Ashton Jenkins due up for the Lady Wildcats. Dulworth steps in to face Barr for the second time. First pitch misses high and away for ball 1. Dulworth singled with an RBI in her only other at bat. Came around and scored a run for the Lady Wildcats. She'll step back in for Livingston. 1-0 pitch from Barr. That one going to be called strike 1 at the numbers. To even the count at 1-1. May have been belled high that time to Dulworth. One she might like to have back on a little bit of an off-speed pitch from Savannah Barr. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss by Dulworth to take the count to 1-2. Barr picking up the speed on that one a little bit again to go ahead in the count 1-2. Barr stepping back in for White County. The 1-2 delivery. That one misses away for ball 2. Finding pretty good stab, but nobody on to protect that time as she makes that catch, but she doesn't have to chase it down that way. Count evens up at 2-2. Dolworth. The 2-2 delivery. That one misses away for ball 3. So the count goes full now to Emma Dolworth. Third full count that Livingston's worked from Barr. As Dolworth will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. 3-2 pitch. That one misses away for a leadoff walk for Emma Dolworth.
Coming to the plate, number 25, Maddie Bruiser.
Maddie Gaw to hit now for the Lady Wildcats as she'll step in for Livingston. She singled with an RBI her last at bat back in the first inning. Was caught stealing, trying to go down to second base. As Gaw stepping in for Livingston Academy. Facing Savannah Barr for the second time. Gaw squares to bunt, takes that one. Dolworth trying to move down to second. The throw is going to be in time on a pretty good throw by Finan. A little bit up the second base line, but Kylie Norvell applying the tag to Dolworth, and it will be a 2-6 caught stealing there for out number 1 for the Lady Wildcats. Pitch was a strike to Gaw, so the count goes 0-1 to Maddie Gaw. The 0-1 pitch. This one fouled down the right side to take the count 0-2. So the leadoff walk taken away by the caught stealing on a good throw by Abby Finan. She's got a pretty good arm. Didn't really even come out of the crouch to make that throw. Count 0-2 to Gaw. The 0-2 delivery. That one misses away for ball 1. So 1-2 to Maddie Gaw. Gaw in that right-handed batter's box, facing the right-handed throwing Savannah Barr. The 1-2 pitch on the inside part of the plate, called strike 3 for out number 2 here in the third inning. That will bring Ashton Jenkins to the plate. White County with a chance to retire Livingston in order for the first time today, as after that shaky start, Savannah Barr has settled down pretty nicely. As Ashton Jenkins will hit now for Livingston for the second time. She walked her first at-bat. First pitch to Jenkins. That one's right down the middle for called strike 1. Jenkins taking all the way on the first pitch from Barr, and the count goes 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. That one misses low for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Livingston right fielder. Jenkins made a good play to end the top of the third inning on a fly out to right field. The 1-1 pitch. This one hit to right field. Will that stay fair? It will not. Bounces about a foot and a half in foul ground, so the count goes 1-2 now to Jenkins. As she'll take the walk back down to the right-handed batter's box. Yeah, up in the press box here, I can see right field. The other guys keeping the clock, they can see left field, so we kind of have to work together to be able to figure out what's going on sometimes. Yeah, 1-2 to Jenkins. And she'll step back in for Livingston. Barr, 1-2 delivery. That changeup misses high for ball 2 and evens the count at 2-2. Barr trying that little change up to mix her up again. It's been pretty effective for her. She's mixed it in pretty well. The count evens up at 2-2. Barr looks over to the dugout, get the pitch sign. Now she'll step off the pitching rubber, take a few steps behind that, and now she's ready to go with the 2-2 delivery. Jenkins hits this one to first base. First baseman up went on. It got through. Went through underneath the glove of the first baseman as Rust couldn't play it. Going to be an error on Rust to put Jenkins at first base with 2 away.
Your second baseman,
Abby Swallows to hit now for Livingston.
Abby.
As she'll hit for the Lady Wildcats with a runner at first base now as Rust. That one just kind of May have hit a little gravel there in the dirt. It kind of spun away from her glove there for White County. Now first pitch to Swallows. That one taken for strike one. Jenkins takes a look at getting a big lead down there at first, but you can't take too big a lead on Finan. She's got a good arm, and she doesn't care to throw behind the runner, even in a 6-1 game. The 0-1 pitch. That one taken high for ball one to even the count. Now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Livingston second baseman. 1-1 delivery. Swallows takes that one right at the chin for ball two. 2-1 now to the senior. She'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. Two 2-1 pitch. That one will be called strike two, catching the inside part of the plate on that little breaking ball there, breaking inside. The count evens up at 2-2 now to Swallows. Swallows, her other at-bat, struck out back in the first inning. Trying to keep this inning going here with 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Fouls that one off the plate to stay alive, and the count stays 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Abby Swallows as she'll step back in for Livingston. 2-2 delivery. Little changeup. Misses. Oh, it's Colby called strike three. Called strike three there on that one. And Livingston gets a couple of people on. They strand one. We're through 3 complete. Livingston Academy 6, White County 1. We move now to the top of the 4th inning as White County going to send up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Number 46, Riley Burchett, the second baseman. Number 27, Taylor Roberts, the designated player. And number 33, Abby Guy, the center fielder for White County, facing Calla Pierce. This one going to be fouled into the fence for strike one to Burchett. Around the infield for Livingston, Pierce is the pitcher. The catcher is Kendall Simpson. At first base is Maddie Gall. At second base, Abby Swallows. At shortstop, Josie Allen. At third base, Bailey Hutchinson. The 0-1 pitch. This one hit to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. Swallows couldn't get to it, and that's going to be a single for Riley Burchett on her first hit of the day. She grounded out to short back in the first inning, so she's 1 for 2 on the day. The outfield for Livingston, left field is J.C. Collins. In center field is Emma Dulworth, and in right field is Ashton Jenkins. Taylor Roberts now will bat for White County. 1 on, nobody out. A little slow roller to the left side, but that's in foul ground for strike one to Roberts. As she was part of a double play to end the first inning. Went 6-3 as she grounded to Burchett. Burchett stepped on second, then threw to first to turn the first of 2 double plays that Livingston has in this game. This one hitting the right field. Jenkins coming in. That's a long run. Won't get there. That'll drop. Oh, it gets by her. White County slid into second, so they're going to try to advance to third. The throw coming into Hutchinson is going to be no signal. Now they'll call the out. The home plate umpire finally does it. Nobody actually made a call that time, but they'll get Burchett trying to advance from second to third as Burchett a little shaken up there after sliding in, but it'll go 9-5 on the put out for out number one. It'll be a single for Taylor Roberts, and a runner at first base is Burchett shaken up. They're going to take her out. Now, as on the play, Roberts moved down to second base, so a runner at second base for White County. But one away here for the Lady Wildcats as Abby Guy will hit now for the Warriors as she plays center field. Guy stepping in to bat for the second time. First pitch from Pierce. This one hit to right field. That's hooking foul and out of play for strike one. So 0-1 to Abby Guy. She walked back in the second inning. She was part of a double play to start the second inning. That one went 6-4-3. Turned the second double play of the game for Livingston. The 0-1 pitch from Pierce. This one hit well into center field. Dulworth going back will make the catch. Dulworth now the runner tags. Throw coming into third, and Hutchinson couldn't come up with the throw. Now they'll try to send the runner from third, and she'll come in to score. Oh, that was a good throw by Dulworth as the fly out by Guy to Dulworth as Hutchinson knew the tag had to be quick, and she didn't come up with it, and the ball got away from her, and that allowed Roberts to come in to score the second run of the game for White County. So with that play, they cut the lead down to 4 now. It's 6-2 with Abby Finan, the batter now for the Warriors. First pitch to Finan. This one hit to right field. Jenkins coming in. That's going to drop in front of her. Jenkins will keep it in front of her there and will hold Finan to a single on the right side. So Finan with a 2-out single. Will they keep her out there to run, or will they bring in a courtesy runner? I would think they'll bring in a courtesy runner, and there she is, number 2, Abigail Schalk, going to come in and run for the catcher, Finan. Now Maddie Rust will be the batter for White County. Warriors with a run in here in the top of the fourth have cut the lead down to 4 at 6-2. You tuned in early. Probably thought this one was going to be a blowout by Livingston, but White County has settled down. First pitch going to be low for ball 1 to Rust. And they're trying to work their way back into this one. They've cut it to 4 now with a run in the second and a run here in the fourth to make it 6-2. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maddie Rust. And she'll step back in there for White County. 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss there on a little changeup from Pierce. The count goes 1-2. Calla Pierce, the freshman in the circle today for the Lady Wildcats in this district matchup. Trying to move her team to 3-1 in district play. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. Frontier Chevrolet, strike 3 to get that out there. That is strikeout number 3 on the day for Calla Pierce. White County adds a run. And we're through 3.5. It is Livingston Academy 6, White County 2. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mowers Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, and W&O Construction Company. We move now to the bottom of the fourth, as due up for the Lady Wildcats will be the top of the order, as Josie Allen will lead off, the player batting the number 1 spot, followed by J.C. Collins, then Bailey Hutchinson. Due up for Livingston here in the top of the fourth, as the Lady Wildcats will bat here facing White County. As Allen to step in. She reached on error to lead off the game, came around and scored a run, popped up to short. In her second at bat, first pitch called strike at the numbers for strike 1. So 0-1 to Josie Allen. And she'll step back in for Livingston Academy. The 0-1 delivery. That one misses high for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1 now to Allen. Since that first inning, Livingston's had, 3 base runners on the day since the first. That one bounces in for ball 2. Takes the count 2-1 now to Allen. Allen, the freshman, stepping back in. 2-1 delivery. This one grounded to the left side. Third baseman boots it. It's going to be an error as Allen will reach for the second time today on an error, as the third baseman, Jessica Wright, had it bounce off the heel of her glove. It'll be a base runner for Livingston now, as J.C. Collins will hit for the Lady Wildcats. Collins stepping in for Livingston. He's officially 0 for 1 on the day, reached on a walk, scored a run for Livingston back in the first inning, as Collins will bat for the third time. He steps back in for the Lady Wildcats. First pitch to Collins, swing and a miss for strike 1, fine enough to look the runner back, and Allen will go back to first base. Count 0-1 to J.C. Collins. Bailey Hutchinson on deck for Livingston. The 0-1 delivery, that one gets away from her. That'll let Allen move down to second base into scoring position. She takes a big turn out there at second, but Finan recovers that wild pitch into the fence. And Allen into scoring position now for Collins. The pitch was a ball to even the count at 1-1. Here in the top of the fourth. Collins stepping back in for the Lady Wildcats. 1-1 delivery, squares to bunt. That's a good one. Collins going to have a chance to beat it out, and she will. That's a perfect bunt by J.C. Collins. A bunt single will move Allen down to third base. Now they're going to talk about it hitting her in the batter's box. They're going to discuss it and see what the umpires come up with. They're putting Allen back on second. Well, that's not a good sign. Foul ball is going to be the call.
So what?
It did hit her in the batter's box. So the count 1-2. I think it did bounce and hit her on the leg. So the count 1-2 to Collins. Coach Jerry Roberts asking for the out there. Umpire explaining it to him. The umpire still going to stick with his foul ball call. Coach Roberts not happy with it, but he'll walk back to the dugout. Count goes 1-2. Now for Collins, the left fielder for Livingston Academy. JC stepping back in. Allen back to second base. The 1-2 delivery. Collins hits this one sharply up the middle for a base hit. Collins said, I'll take care of it myself. Allen will come around to score, and Collins has her first hit and her first RBI of the game as Josie Allen will come in to score from second base on a well-hit ball as the diving shortstop Norville couldn't get to it, and it's going to be an RBI for Collins. And now Bailey Hutchinson will hit as Livingston extends the lead back to 5. Now it's 7-2. Hutchinson stepping in for the Lady Wildcats. First pitch to Bailey. That one's high for ball one. Collins takes a big lead over there, has to dive back to first base. I told you, you don't want to get too far off the bag with Finan. She's got that snap throw, and she's pretty accurate and pretty strong, has a pretty strong arm. And that was close there with Collins diving back. Count 1-0 to Hutchinson. 1-0 delivery from Barr. That one misses away for ball two. It gets away, and Collins quickly hustles down to second base on the pass ball. Count goes 2-0 to Hutchinson. Finan thought about making the throw, but Collins was already 2/3 of the way to second, so no throw, and giving her a chance to move down to third. Count 2-0 to Hutchinson, and she'll step back in for Livingston. 2-0 delivery. That will hit her. Hit her right in the shoulder as Hutchinson hit by the pitch. She'll reach first base.
Get him, Bennett!
As now Kendall Simpson
Coming to the plate, number 28. Kendall
will hit for the Lady Wildcats.
Simpson.
And she'll step in with 2 on and nobody out. Here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Simpson. That one's going to catch the inside part of the plate for call strike one. Simpson singled her first at bat, came around and scored a run, rounded out to second base. Her second at bat, so she's 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses away for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1. Good job by Finan there trying to frame that one to try to influence the umpire on that pitch at the knees, but the count evens up at 1-1 to Simpson. The 1-1 delivery grounded back to the pitcher. Barr up with it, throw to first to get the out, but it will move the runners as Collins moves down to third base. Hutchinson moves down to second base. So it goes 1-3, Barr to Rust for out number 1, and now Sabrina Garrett will hit for Livingston with a couple of runners in scoring position for the Lady Wildcats as they lead it 7-2 over White County. Garrett will step in for Livingston. First pitch to Sabrina, swing and a miss for strike one. She walked her first at-bat, came around and scored a run, flew out to left field. Her second at-bat, so officially 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. The 0-1 pitch. Garrett squares to bunt, but bunts it foul to take the count 0-2. So 0-2 to Sabrina Garrett, the designated player. She hits for Calla Pierce, the pitcher. Garrett stepping back in for Livingston. The 0-2 pitch from Barr. Garrett hits this one to center field. Center fielder going back. Center fielder will make the catch. Runners will tag. A run will come in to score as it will be an RBI for Garrett on the fly out to center field as she'll bring Collins in from third base to extend the lead back to 6 at 8-2. Hutchinson will move down to third base, but 2 away now here in the fourth inning. And Emma Dulworth will hit for Livingston with a runner at third. Chance to add to this 6-run lead to give Livingston their biggest lead of the night if Dulworth can get a base hit here for the Lady Wildcats as Emma will step in. Squares to bunt. Misses on the bunt attempt, and the count goes 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to the Livingston center fielder. That one well hit by Garrett. Able to bring in Collins from third base. The 0-1 pitch. That one misses for ball one to even the count at 1-1 now to Dulworth. As she takes a long time out of the batter's box. Now steps back in for the Lady Wildcats. One pitch from Barr. Swing and a miss by Dulworth. For strike two. Now they've got Hutchinson. And Hutchinson will come in to score. Thought they had a run down, but Hutchinson, good base running there to come in and score the run for the Lady Wildcats. As she drew that throw from Finan and able to draw that throw and then beat the throw coming back to Finan, come in and score the run for Livingston, their third run of the inning, to extend the lead to 7 now, 9-2. The count goes 1-2 to Dulworth. 1-2 pitch. That one misses away for ball two. So 2-2 now to the senior, as Emma will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. 2-2 delivery. This one hit off the right side. That's through for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there going the other way by Emma Dulworth. Just hit it in the hole there between first and second. And Dulworth has her first hit of the day for the Lady Wildcats. And now Maddie Gall will bat for Livingston with 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. Gall stepping in to hit for Livingston. First pitch to Gall. That one going to be called strike one at the knees to the Livingston first baseman. So the count 0-1 to Gall. And she'll step back in for Livingston. The 0-1 delivery. Little change up, swing and a miss by Gall. Throw down to first, not in time as Dulworth dives back safely, bringing up a ton of dust with her as she dives back in there. Head first dive back. Count 0-2 to Gall. The 0-2 pitch from Barr. That one misses high and away for ball one. So 1-2 now to Gall. Maddie with a single and a strikeout and an RBI on the game so far. 1-2 pitch. Change up. Call strike three. Caught her looking on that change up. She's been pretty effective with that, mixing it in. Has Savannah Barr, and we're through 4 complete. It is Livingston Academy 9, White County 2. We move now to the top of the 5th inning as Livingston adding 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th to take their biggest lead at 9-2. First pitch of the fifth going to be called strike one to Jessica Wright, leading off for White County. It's Wright, Hannah Crawford, and Ashlyn Rolander. You up here in this fifth inning for the Warriors of the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for White County. The 0-1 pitch. This one grounded on the left side. That's foul and out of play. Take the count 0-2. 0-2 to Jessica Wright. As she'll step back in now for White County. Leading off this fifth, the Warriors scored a run in the second, a run in the fourth. Livingston 6 in the first, 3 in the fourth. Change up, call, strike three. Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for Calla Pierce for the first out of this fifth inning. That is 4 strikeouts on the day for Pierce and 1 away here in the top of the fifth with Hannah Crawford stepping in to hit now for White County. Crawford 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout back in the third inning to lead off that third inning. Simpson will go out and talk to Pierce just a second to make sure they're on the same page here with 1 away here in the top of the fifth. They brought a sub in here as White County as number 23 is the new batter, Addison Howell, going to hit for White County. So pinch hitter coming in for the Warriors with Addison Howell batting for Hannah Crawford. So Howell will see her first action here for the Warriors. First pitch, this one fouled off the end of the bat for strike one. So 0-1 to Howell. One away here in the top of the fifth. Sun going behind the clouds now this evening. This one hit to right field. Jenkins coming in. Can she get to it? She can't. It'll drop for a base hit. Gets by her, but not far enough for the runner to advance as Ashton will recover, but it's going to be a single for Addison Howell, the pinch hitter, coming in to get a single to right field. And White County has a base runner now for Ashlyn Rolander. Have they changed batters here? Yes, they have. Number 2, Abigail Schalk is the hitter now for White County as Schalk will pinch hit for Rolander. So Abigail Schalk swing and a miss for strike one. Simpson fakes the throw down to first, doesn't make it, and the count goes 0-1 to the left-handed pinch hitter for White County. The 0-1 pitch from Pierce. That one misses inside, throw to first, not in time, as Simpson trying to catch Howell off first base. Couldn't do so, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. That one misses high for ball 2. Takes the count 2-1 now to Schalk. She'll step back in for the Warriorettes. 1-2 pitch, change up. Misses low for ball 3 now to take the count 3-1. 3-1 to Schalk, 1 away here in the top of the fifth. The runner on first base as Coach Roberts trying to change it up a little bit. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Take the count full now. No, that's called strike 3. One of those was a strike. That's a Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for out number 2. And now Kylie Norvell will hit for White County. Norvell shows bunt. Now we'll pull it back. We'll take a ball, throw down to first, not in time. As the count 1-0 now to Norvell. One and 0 to Norvell. And she squares to bunt. That one's going to be called strike 1 to even the count at 1-1 now. chalk. On first, with the strikeout, there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Again, Howell having to dive back over at first base. Count goes 1-2 to Norvell. As she is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to second base. Fly out to center field for Norvell. Count 1-2 here with a runner at first. 2 away here in the top of the 5th. 1-2 pitch. Little slap bunt to Swallows at second. She'll boot it and can't control it. There'll be an error there on the second baseman to put runners at first and second for White County as Howell moves down to second. Norvell to first base, so she's on base for the first time, and now Riley Burchett will bat for White County. Pierce trying to work herself out of a jam here in this 5th inning. That one misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Riley Burchett. The 1-0 pitch. This one hit in the air to the left side. Collins coming in. Now Dulworth will call her off, and Dulworth will come in and make the catch. Emma Dulworth coming over from center field will come in to call off Collins. She'll make the catch for out number 3, and we're through 4.5. It is Livingston Academy 9, White County 2 as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Dobbin Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, and Livingston Family Healthcare, our sponsors here on Overton Events. We remind you, coming up tomorrow night, we've got elementary school softball for you as the Lady Wildcats will play host to the White County Junior High softball team as Savannah Barr back out there for White County in a 9-2 game, as they may have made some changes defensively as White County, as they've got a new third baseman out there, number 23. Is that 23? As we'll try to figure this out as we go along. Taylor Roberts has moved out to play shortstop. She was the designated player, so she's at short now for White County. Finan still at second base. Over at first base is Maddie Rust. Second base is still Riley Burchett.
Number 10, Ashton Jenkins.
That third base is number 23 for White County. I must not have written that one down. Addison Howell, she's already on there. So Howell will be the third baseman for White County. First pitch to Jenkins to lead off this 5th inning for Livingston is outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Ashton Jenkins. Ashlyn Rolander back out there to play right field. Out in the center field is still Abby Guy. As the count 1-0 to Jenkins. She'll take that one outside for ball 2. And in left field is still, Kylie Norvell has moved to left field from shortstop. So she is the new left fielder for White County. This one hit to shortstop, booted there by the new shortstop, and Jenkins will reach on an error. Might be an infield hit for Jenkins.
After a leadoff single coming to the plate, number 2, Abby
give that one to her. And now Abby Swallows will bat for Livingston Academy. Swallows squares to bunt, takes that one outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Swallows. 9-2. The Livingston lead is 7 here in the bottom of the 5th. The winning run on deck for Livingston Academy. That one round the inside part of the plate for called strike 1. As the count evens up at 1-1. 10-run rule in effect here in the bottom of the 5th. If Livingston could add 3, they could end this one here in this 5th inning. 1-1 pitch. This one fouled off the right side to take the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Abby Swallows. Savannah Barr ready to deliver now. That one bounces in, gets away. Jenkins will try to move down to second base and will do so. Finan couldn't track that one down, so the pass ball or the wild pitch, since it was in the dirt, will move Jenkins down to second. Count evens up at 2-2. Now to Swallows.
All right, here we go, Abby. Here we go.
Oh, that hit her. Got her right in the knee. As Swallows going to walk down to first base. And that was a shot right on the knee there, the side of the knee to Abby Swallows. She's going to try to walk it off a little bit. That one hurt.
2 on and no outs. Coming to the plate, number 5.
Swallows.
Josie Allen.
They're going to bring a runner in for her to see if she's all right. As coming in to run for Livingston will be Brooklyn Loftus to run for Swallows. They're going to bring her into the dugout to check on her. Now back to the top of the order with Josie Allen batting for Livingston.
Hey, go with it. Load slow. Let's go, babe.
As Allen hitting with runners at first and second with nobody out. That one bounces in, gets away. Jenkins will move down to second base. To third base. Loftus moving to second base now for the Lady Wildcats. So runners at second and third now for Josie Allen. As Swallows, or rather Allen stepping back in for Livingston. Pitch to Allen. That one will be called strike 1 to even the count at 1-1. To the shortstop for Livingston Academy. Allen stepping back in. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss for strike 2 to take the count 1-2 now.
Settle in.
One-two pitch. Little change up. This one grounded down the third base line in foul ground, just in foul ground as it bounces away from Jessica Wright down there. But a break there for White County as that one just a few inches in foul ground. The count stays 1-2. Runners at second and third for Livingston. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Lady Wildcats leading 9-2 in this District 7 AAA matchup. 1-2 pitch from Barr, fouled off at the plate to stay alive as Allen hanging in for the Lady Wildcats.
Come on, fix your load.
Josie steps back in now for for Livingston Academy to face White County's Savannah Barr. 1-2 pitch from Barr. This one hit foul off the right side, so Allen battling with Barr right now. Runners at second and third. Allen represents the winning run for Livingston Academy. One and two to the freshman as she steps back in for Livingston. 1-2 pitch. Allen hits this one on the left side. That one's just foul as well. Josie claps her hands, a little frustration. There's the ball just missing foul again. They're guarding that line. They're down the third base side. So there's a little room between short and third. There's the third baseman is just a couple or 3 feet away from the bag there at third base. Trying to take away anything down the line with runners at second and third. 1-2 pitch to Allen. This one hit to the shortstop. Shortstop up with it. Long throw to first base is not in time. Run will come into score. Is Allen going to beat it out, or did they call her out? No, she is safe at first base, as it will be an RBI for Josie Allen on infield single to bring in Jenkins from third and move Loftus down to third for the Lady Wildcats. And extend the lead to 8, now at 10-2. And Coach Roberts has asked the home plate umpire something again here. They're going out to discuss something. They're going to call her out. They're going to say that was an out at first base. I thought she beat it by half a step.
Number 4, J.C. Collins.
But she's out at first on the overturn after the conference by the umpires. Didn't know we were able to do that much. As first pitch to Collins going to be taken for ball one.
Hey, finish it, JC.
So 1-0 to J.C. Collins.
Go get him.
8-run Livingston lead, 10-2 as Collins will step back in. Hard hit. Right back up the middle for Collins, her last at bat. She'll hit this one into center field. Center fielder coming in. She won't get to it. Back-to-back hits by Collins. Loftus will come in to score from third, and Livingston has extended the lead to 9 now on that single by J.C. Collins, her second hit of the game. She's been on base 3 times. So she's 2 for 3 on the day with a walk. On base percentage of .750, a strikeout her only other at bat. And now the winning run at first base for Livingston for Bailey Hutchinson. Hutchinson stepping in for Livingston. Coach Roberts, rather Coach Bennett, asking for the timeout here.
Hey, Bailey, be patient, baby.
As now Hutchinson will step back in. Bailey. First hit, or the first pitch. Going to the left side, that's down for a base hit. Collins rounding second. Collins will hold up at third on the third extra base hit of the day for Bailey Hutchinson. She's got a 3-run home run and 2 doubles for the Lady Wildcats. Also hit by a pitch. She scored 2 runs, so not a bad day for the freshman third baseman. And the winning run at third base, and Kendall Simpson with a chance to walk it off here for the Lady Wildcats. Simpson stepping in for Livingston Academy. The winning run at third in J.C. Collins. First pitch to Simpson. That one misses away for ball 1. So 1-0 to Simpson. One-0 pitch from Barr. That one misses away for ball 2. So 2-0 to Kendall Simpson. The left-handed hitting catcher for the Lady Wildcats. She's 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Scored a run for Livingston. 2-0 pitch. This one hit on the left side. That's in foul ground for strike 1. So 2-1 to Kendall. Simpson stepping back in for Livingston. Ask for time. Umpire grants it. Simpson not happy with the call that she got. Now she's ready and steps back in. Now White County going to ask for time, and they're going to just put her on. The intentional walk to Kendall Simpson to load the bases now for Sabrina Garrett.
Number 18, Sabrina Garrett.
As she will hit with a chance to end this one here for the Lady Wildcats in walk-off style. As Garrett batting with one away here in the bottom of the fifth. Coach Bennett will bring a courtesy runner in. She's already ran Loftus for Abby Swallows, so she'll probably bring in a different courtesy runner here for the catcher Simpson. As we'll see who she's going to bring in from the dugout. It's going to be number 45 coming in to run for Livingston. That is Emma Poston, the courtesy runner for the Lady Wildcats. As Poston will run for the catcher Simpson. Garrett stepping in to hit again for Livingston. One away here in the bottom of the fifth. Lady Wildcats leading 11-2 over White County. First pitch to Garrett, fouled off the hands right into the fence for strike one. See her shake that left wrist a little bit. Might have got her on that wrist as she fouled that one off on the inside pitch, and the count 0-1 from Savannah Barr. Garrett stepping back in for Livingston. The 0-1 delivery. This one hit well to center field. Center fielder going back. That one is going to be down for a walk-off single by Sabrina Garrett. One run will come in to score. Two runs will come in to score. It's a double for Garrett. 2 RBIs, and the Lady Wildcats win it over White County here with the run rule in the bottom of the fifth, as the 2 runs will come in to score on a 2 RBI double by Garrett, and Livingston wins it by a final score of 13-2 over White County. So with the loss, White County sees their record drop to 2-8 overall. They go to 1-2 in District 7 AAA play. With the win, Livingston evens up their overall record at 4-4. They go to 3-1 in District 7 AAA play. Sabrina Garrett well hit that one to center field, and it drops for a double, and 2 RBIs for Garrett, and the walk-off double for the junior to give Livingston the win over White County by a final score of 13-2 here tonight. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.